Welcome to the Capitol Report. I'm your host, Kendall Wingrove, and I'm here with State Senator Roger Kahn.
Nice to be here.
Dr. Kahn, it's been a very, very busy time at the legislature, and one of the biggest issues facing any group of lawmakers today is the cost of health care. And you've got a particularly good idea that you unveiled recently with the Attorney General and some other individuals. Walk us through what you did and what the plan would do.
What we've put together is a bill to create a website through the Department of Community Health that will show our citizens the price of about 150 of the most commonly used drugs and include a drug for every major illness. The department currently does have a website, but it's only for a few drugs, and it needs some tweaking so that it's updated and accurate. This bill that we have will increase the number of drugs and increase the accuracy. The purpose of this is to empower our citizens to make their best decision about where they want to go to buy a drug. It also has another effect, and that is that drugstores that are pricing their drugs out of line will receive some competition and some buying pressure to price their drugs accordingly.
This really frees up the marketplace and informs consumers with the type of information that they need to cost and compare.
Sure. I'll give you an example. There's a drug called Nasonex for the sniffles. In Saginaw County, that drug at one drugstore costs $27 and another drugstore costs $127. And if you don't understand that there are options, and you're, may get stuck dramatically overpaying for that drug.
Absolutely, great idea. And if I understand it, there's about 30 drugs that are listed down there now, and this would about 5 times as many drugs would be listed, thus giving a lot more consumers even a lot more information.
Yeah, it's important to have enough drugs on there, so it's worth looking at. If your drug is never going to appear, it's sort of a chilling effect on utilizing the website. 150 drugs will cover a good share of what our people are going to need for the various illnesses that we all have.
What's been the reaction? I mean, you had an opening news conference with Attorney General Mike Cox and others. What's been the initial viewpoint of those?
Very enthused. AARP has their Lansing people are strongly involved and very supportive of this, and I'm grateful to AARP. They look at prudent buying, empowering seniors. So many people who take drugs, of course, are seniors. I've had some really strong support from some of the people, surprisingly, in the pharmaceutical industry. You'd think that they would hang back a little bit. So we're working with the Attorney General, AARP, some folks in the pharmaceutical industry, and expect to move this drug bill along fairly soon.
Just so our viewers who want information can get it now, the address of the website is michigandrugprices.com. So even though Senator Kahn is interested in expanding it from what it is already, today you can go on to michigandrugprices.com and still get information for about 30 different drugs.
Now, there's some issues that we have right now with the accuracy of the information that's currently there, but it gives a start towards informed purchasing.
So the goal is to take what's been a pretty decent program and make it even better through your additional legislation. Well, excellent. Another big issue that is on the minds of a lot of Michigan residents is the environment, and you have a particularly interesting proposal that would greatly affect Saginaw Bay. Let's walk our viewers through what you have in mind there.
The Saginaw Bay Coastal Initiative is a initiative, federal government in origin, to improve the quality of the water in Saginaw Bay, and it would improve our environment, increase tourism, improve the sense of well-being of people who live there. We passed an initiative, a resolution through the Senate about a week ago. And that initiative is to urge the feds, well, to get to it and get the money over here to help us get started on this cleanup project. You know, the Saginaw Bay is one of the most polluted bodies of water in the state of Michigan, and that shouldn't be. I think through the help of one of our local congressmen, Dave Camp, that we're going to get going on this.
Well, it makes perfect sense. I mean, when you look at another state like Florida and the federal money it's been able to secure for the Everglades, clearly the Great Lakes and Saginaw Bay, particularly for your district, I mean, it's vital to the future not only of the state's economy, but the tourism industry, the safety of our residents. I mean, we've really got to address this problem.
Sure. And when you look at the size of Saginaw Bay, as being from Michigan, I guess we do it this way, it touches on, well, I don't know, maybe a quarter of the coastline of the state of Michigan on the east side.
And I think your initiative also serves another purpose. I mean, really raising awareness among other members of the congressional delegation. I think the folks from Michigan clearly understand it, but I think other states have got to understand that the impact that the Great Lakes and areas like Saginaw Bay have, not just on Michigan, but on the entire region. And,
Senator Barsh and I worked on this together. And he was really easy to work with, and I enjoyed his insights on this particular project.
And another dilemma facing us environmentally is the aquatic nuisance, the species that are coming in. And,
yes.
And I know the Senate has passed some resolutions on that as well, because people bringing the ships into the Great Lakes, the conditions, the ballast water, we've gotten ourselves into quite a situation over the last couple decades because of people who haven't followed proper procedures.
Oh, I'm very concerned about the ballast water issue. We've got a new virus that has come into the state of Michigan.
VHS, yep.
That is potentially going to be devastating to our fishing industry. And one other state that's been affected by it went so far as to ban fishing and to eliminate fish from entire streams because of the danger of this particular virus. I'm concerned about that. This ballast water issue and the resolutions that we've put through to urge the feds to get more active on this, this is important.
Yeah, what are you hearing from the people back home about this? Certainly you've got folks in the district that have really been raising concerns and letting you know.
Michigan people are, we're a people that lives close to the water, to water sports, to environmental issues, to Canadian trash issues, to whether or not the fees for hunting are appropriate or not appropriate. And these issues merge into a lot of our collective consciousness and a collective feeling of why Michigan's a great state to be in, or why Michigan as a state is being hurt. So there is a lot of support, I would imagine, across the entire state, not just in my district, to deal with this group of issues. And we have some others about hunting and improving environment and habitat for the purposes of hunting by our hunters.